City with 3 draws in their last 3 Premier League games will be travelling to Old Trafford to take on a Manchester United side that is currently struggling for form, with their manager sacked, an interim manager in Darren Fletcher replaced by Michael Carrick, who is also a former player for Manchester United, taking over the realm of affairs at Old Trafford. Now, what do I expect for this game? Now, if you look at these two teams, Manchester City in their last 3 Premier League games have only played out draws all through. You look at the draws they've had against Brighton, Chelsea, and Sunderland, and they were struggling to score goals. Against Sunderland, it was 0-0. Against Chelsea, 1-1, and against Brighton, 1-1. But then picked up again in the last 2 cup games they played. In fact, they won against Exeter 10-1 and against Newcastle United away in the first leg of the semi-final Carabao Cup. 2-0, that one ended. Now, for Manchester United, if you look at their games, they lost in the FA Cup to Brighton, 2-1 at Old Trafford, 2-all draw against Burnley, 1-1 draw against Leeds United, 1-1 draw against Wolves, and beat Newcastle United 1-0. So that is 1 win in 5 for Manchester United. This game is going to be a very crucial encounter for Manchester United and for Michael Carrick, who has just taken over the realm of affairs. And I think Man United will not be an easy game for Manchester City. In fact, I am thinking Manchester City are going to draw points here. Remember, Ahmad and Mbeumo are back from the AFCON, and they have been back for quite a while now. Would have rested enough, would be fit enough to even start this game. And Manchester City, with the way their defense is lacking in numbers and quality, you can bet that they will concede in this game. And if you look at how Man United have played so far this season against the big 6 teams, they hardly ever lose, especially when you go to Old Trafford. And I'm predicting that this is going to be one of those games where Manchester City again will strong. Because even though Manchester City's attack, they have added Antoine Semenyo, who is one of the top goal scorers in the Premier League currently, and has started off his Man City career brilliantly, 2 goals in 2 games. I think they will still struggle in this game, even with the attack firing. Now, what do I expect? To be honest, I see a draw game in this particular match. And I am thinking again, it is either going to be a 1-all draw or a 2-2 draw. And again, if anybody is to win it, I'm thinking it's going to be Manchester United. And remember, Manchester City are already 6 points behind Arsenal in the title race this season. And dropping further points in this game, that will do their confidence a whole lot of damage. And for Man U, who are also struggling to gather some points to move up the league table, who are currently 7th on 32 points, are currently 11 points behind Manchester City, and they will be looking to close down that gap, because I know Manchester United's ambition this season is to finish in the Champions League places. So I think it's going to be a draw, either a 1-1 or a 2-2 draw, but I think it will most likely end up in a 2-all draw. Now look at the head-to-head between Man U and Man City. I think there has been just 1 win in their past games. In the last 5 games, Manchester City have won 1, Man United have won 2, the rest have ended in draws. So it's not even going to be an easy encounter for Manchester City. That's my thought on it. Let me know what you guys think, and let's go.